right, let's do this. We've arrived on destination. Whoosh. Thank you, brother. All right, are you ready for this, my chica?
I don't know.
This is gonna be a bloody experience. We've just arrived on a complete abandoned little island in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Here we go. What's going on, doggies? Welcome back to another video. Welcome to a survival challenge. So not too long ago, I asked my girlfriend, if you were stuck on a little abandoned island, what are the 3 things that you would take? Only 3 things. And she said, a fishing rod, a knife, and a mask and snorkel. So today, this is exactly what we're doing. We have no food, we've got no water, and we've just been dropped off by this boat in the background on this tiny little abandoned island in Indonesia. So what the plan today is, pretty much see if we can survive with these 3 things. We've got a fishing rod, a knife, and a mask and snorkel. So I don't know what today's gonna bring. We've got to gather food. We need to somehow generate drinking water. It is bloody hot out here right now. First of all, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna do a lap around this island. It's an epic island. It's only about 500 or 400 meters long and about 100 meters wide. So it's only a tiny little island, literally in the middle of nowhere. Unfortunately, it's littered with rubbish. So even though we're really remote, there's a lot of rubbish up here on the beach. That is going to come in handy for us today, trying to gather water, food and shelter. So
And shoe, look.
And shoes. She's already got
Perfect
one shoe
size.
and it fits like a glove. So we're going to go around, sift through all this rubbish, and then I'm going to try to find a way to start making some water. All right, so what we're going to do straight up is this is going to be our base. This is like a beautiful tree. We're only going to have this sun. We're only going to have shade here for a little while. As that sun moves over, the shade's going to disappear. But right now, we're going to try to stay as cool as we can. We're going to leave our stuff here. This is going to be our base. We're going to adventure around the island, pick up all the materials we need for the day. And then we need to start making water because, to be honest, I'm already thirsty. You?
It's hot.
It is so hot out here.
Long ride.
And it was actually a super long ride on that boat just to get to this little island. So we've had nothing to drink today. Water is the first thing we need to do. After that, maybe we can go play around with some food or shelter, but definitely water is a necessity right now. So let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's start a big walk around this island, pick up all the materials we need, and then it's going to be on. All right, let's go. I'm just going to take the knife. We'll leave everything else here.
Yeah.
All right, to most people, this little patch of rubbish here just looks like rubbish. But for us right now, this here is possibly like a life-saving pile of rubbish. There is everything I could possibly ask for in this tiny little patch of rubbish here. We have glass bottles, plastic bottles, beautiful, like very clean plastic bottles. There's a lot of wood, dry wood, there's old coconuts, there's coconut husk, all in this one little patch here. So I think what we've done, we've split up because obviously today there's 2 people, so you need the double amount of water. Right now it is, look at this, I'm sweating bullets. Obviously I've got a long sleeve shirt on. One of the most important things are you just don't want to get sunburnt. So I've got a long sleeve shirt on. Probably black isn't the best color, but it's all I had. So we've split up. Mucky's gonna do the lap of the island. I'm gonna stick on this side of the island. I'm gonna look through all this rubbish. What I'm thinking straight up, because there's 2 people, we need a double amount of water. So I want to get a fire going, possibly use a glass bottle, sort of like, I don't know, maybe I'll boil the water from this. We'll try to make a still. There's just like this is probably going to come in handy. Look at that, that's just random. That's a fluorescent light. That is obviously a glass tube. So I could possibly use that glass tube for something. That would actually probably come really in handy. So there's a lot of rubbish just sitting in this pile here. The first things first, I think I'm just gonna make a bow drill. We can see if we can get a fire going with a bow drill. Once I've got a fire started, we can start to boil water. Then I'll move on to a second method, maybe a third method, trying to keep as much water flowing as we can as the day goes on, because it's not just me out here now, my girlfriend's here with me. And it's a little bit of fun, but at the same time, we honestly don't have water. So that is the number one thing right now. I'm gonna get a fire started. We need to go make a bow drill. So let's get stuck into that. Alright, so what I've done here, I've just found this old coconut. She's an old girl. If you listen to this, there's actually about probably this much liquid in the bottom of this coconut, which is actually drinkable, and it will be hydrating, but I don't want it so much. Well, I definitely do want the liquid out of it. But what I'm doing here, because this coconut's been on this beach for so long, it is bone dry. It was washed up here way up above the tide line. So this coconut husk, which I'm trying to get out now, it's never an easy mission. This coconut husk is going to be super dry. You can hear it cracking. That's going to help me start a fire. I've got my 3 bits of wood here for a bow drill. Little bit of string I found on the beach up there. It really is amazing what you can find on these beaches. But that there is super dry, super crackly coconut husk, and that is exactly what we want to start a fire. That, a bit of string, 3 bits of wood, we should be able to get a fire going. It's just going to take a little bit of persistence. We should be able to get a fire going. Everything is sort of set. We've got a little spindle here. It's a perfect size spindle. We've got the bow drill. We've got our softwood, our hardwood, a little bit of coconut here. We should be ready to go. We've got dry husk. Yes!
How you going?
How'd you go? Oh, you got the same coconuts like I did. I found one.
Oh yeah?
Do they have a liquid?
Well, some of them.
Ah, listen to this.
I was saying that it's either way like really off.
Nah, if there's no holes in the coconut, it should.
This one has 2.
It should be drinkable liquid. That's like an eye drop of water in there. Listen to this. All right, so she got 3. How many? 3?
Yeah.
Oh, I need that. Did you get this?
Yeah, it's a ball.
This is perfect. I'm actually looking for something exactly like this to put on top of my spindle when I'm spinning the bow drill. That's going to be absolutely perfect.
I thought it's gonna be ball.
All right. I'm gonna get this fire started, and then we're gonna start.
A little bit of a string, but you already have some.
Start boiling water. Yeah, I've already got the string, but that'll come in handy later. All right, so what I'm doing here, got a beautiful ball of really dry, crusty coconut husk down here. We've got our piece of wood. We've got our spindle. I'm just making a nice smooth surface here. Not too much pressure. A little bit of downward pressure, and I'm just spinning this, trying to make a beautiful seat between the spindle and the piece of wood here. We've cut a V into the piece of wood. This is what it looks like. So this is pretty much how it's gonna look. This is nice, crispy, dry coconut husk. The amber's gonna come, fall through this V, fill up on here. Hopefully we can get a little bit of an ember. And then Mucky's over there. She's getting the firewood ready, big wood, small wood, very, very small kindling. So hopefully we can get this fire going, start generating some fresh water. All right, let's give this bow drill a red hot crack. It's gonna take a while, but that's just the way it usually goes. All right, I've had to use the bottle as the top of the spindle holder because that shell wasn't working very well. But been here for probably about 10 minutes. It's starting to get hot. You can see a little bit of smoke. There's not a lot of smoke, but it is smoking slowly. No, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Oh, come on, come on. Ah! It's gonna go, it's smoking. We've nearly got it.
Go, go.
Come on, come on. I can barely feel my arm. Fuck. Ah! Come on. Come on. All right, we've got a little bit of smoke here. It's starting. Don't stop. All right, I'm gonna stop. Ready? Yes, it's working. Look at this. All right, let's get this straight over to the fire we've got made. That took an extremely bloody long time. Probably about 40 minutes to start that just then. But now that we've got that amber, that'll never go out. That was a mission, dude. But we got there. All right, let's transfer it. What? Come over here, bud. That smoke's gonna drown you. It's so hard to start fires, especially in a situation like this. This has got a massive ember in the inside of it, but it just will not go up. Come on, give it hell. How smoky is that? We need to get it going. It's so close.
Whoa.
Why is it so hard to start a fire? We're nearly there. Oh, that is incredible. My eyes are on fire right now.
From there it's better.
Hallelujah! That is what we needed. That one little boof. Oh, that was a mission, absolute mission. But we got there. All right, we've got a tiny little flame sitting in here. That's gonna go up with a bang. That was a mission to start that fire. Good job.
Good job.
All right, that's only one tiny little part of the puzzle. But we needed a fire because what I want to do is like a water distillery kind of thing. Look at my eyes. Crying. That was a mission to start that fire. But we got it going.
You did.
Whoosha! All right.
On to the next one.
I'm sweating bullets right now. Oh. There's a tiny little bit of liquid in each one of these, so we'll get a little bit of a mouthful of water, a little tad of hydration, but the way that I want to make water is with this fire. So we need to get a big bed of coals, a big fire going, and then we're going to go explore up there, get a couple of glass bottles, see if we can make some fresh drinking water. But for now, it's all about these little coconuts. Let's dig in, see if we can get a mouthful of water out of each one. Oh, these are going to be good.
Yeah?
Yeah. There'll be a little bit of water in each one. Not too much, but there'll be some in there. Alright, so this is the problem when you're finding coconuts on an island like this. You're never going to find, obviously these have been floating around in the ocean. We actually can't see any palm trees on this coastline here. So these, I don't think, have come from this island. But this is the thing, when you're going to walk around picking up coconuts from islands like this one is off. You can see it's all,
Oh, is it?
yeah, this one's not good. It stinks. Smell that.
Oh, no, thanks.
It'll make you spew. So that smells like, I don't know, it smells like a dirty old nappy. So hopefully the rest of these ones are not too bad, but that one, obviously we're not going to eat or drink that. That's cooked. So I'll just keep opening these up. We've got 3 more to open. See what they're like inside. Hopefully, this one seems really dry, so this one shouldn't be too bad. There's definitely a bit of liquid inside there, so we'll just do the long job of opening all these coconuts, see how we go. We've got a pumping fire. Things are...
By ants.
You're getting eaten by ants? How's the mosquitoes? The mosquitoes here are so hectic. Full on nature. Oh, you just got to be careful when you open these shells. This coconut cracked the worst way, but there we go. Good? Mm-hmm. Look, it's cracked the whole way around here, but what are you, thirsty or something? How good's that? Is that how nice to drink?
Mm-hmm.
Should be able to open it now. Oh, there we go. Still a little bit of beautiful liquid in there. how good's that? First thing to drink all day. Oh, that's good. Alright, so what we're going to do here, we're going to try to make like a little distillery sort of thing, where this is going to be full of salt water. I've cut this off a bit of bamboo. It's a perfectly hollow piece of bamboo. You can see me there. That's a perfectly beautiful hollow bit of bamboo there. So what is going to happen, or what I hope happens, is this is going to be full of water. We'll sit this in the fire. I'm going to stick that over there like this. As this water boils in the bottle, the steam's going to run across here, and then something like it's going to drop into this plastic bottle either this way, or I'm going to run this up on an angle. The steam's going to run up, it's going to fill up this bottle, and then that bottle's slowly going to condensate and fill up with water. The condensation should be hectic in there because that's going to be boiling water. So I've just got to figure out exactly how I'm going to make this work, but that's the idea behind it, and hopefully we can get a little bit of drinking water, because those coconuts, they were good, but they're gone. So now we literally have nothing, and it's bloody hot right now. So see if we can dodge up some kind of a way where we can get fresh water from salt water.
Should work.
Hopefully it works. No, it has to work. Alright, so I'm going to do two different kind of ways if I have enough material. This is the first way that I'm thinking I'm going to do it. Kind of looks funny. It's like a bloody science experiment right now, but hopefully this generates a bit of water, because we are both extremely thirsty right now. Those coconuts, they wear off pretty bloody quick. So that glass bottle there is full of salt water. Obviously you cannot drink salt water. That's why we need to make this distillery. That is full of salt water, running up the bamboo tube into the cleanest bottle I could possibly find on this beach. I don't know what's been in it, but we're just going to take the risk. Righto, so this is pretty much our first kind of the way we're going to do it. I'm going to load up this with wood so there's a big burning fire. That glass bottle should start boiling up. The steam's going to run up this pipe inside this plastic bottle, and hopefully that condensation catches underneath. I've just buried this bottle a little bit in the sand just so it's all kind of supporting itself, and let's just see if this works. Mucky's just come over and gave me another glass bottle she found on the beach, so maybe we'll do, I know you can do this laying one bottle down, you put another bottle next to each other, so maybe I'll do another one in this fire. We'll make a couple, and then we'll go for an adventure around this island, see if we can pick up some kind of food, bush tucker, who knows. But once these water catchments are made, we can go on an adventure. You've got to be kidding me. I've just been for a walk. I was walking around the island picking up bottles. I found some of this looks like Worcestershire sauce in a bottle. We've got an ABC bottle here. There's a couple of glass bottles washed up. And I just came back and I was like, oh, look at this. This is like fully steaming up. It looks really good. And then just as I was looking at it, the bottle smashed. The top of the bottle just snapped off. And man, it's not easy out here. But look at that. That was fully working. It's all fogged up. Look at this. Look at the water inside there. That was working like a dream. Man, that sucks. That really sucks. All right, I'm gonna try again with one of these different bottles. Hopefully we can start a process where it works, but that bottle's obviously just, I don't know, it's a brittle old bottle. I don't know how long these bottles have been on this beach for, so here we go. Let's try again. We can't give up. We've got to get water before the sun goes down today. All right, here it is all set up. So glass bottles in the fire, full of salt water. Once that starts boiling, hopefully the steam comes up. It's got nowhere, the steam has absolutely nowhere to go except travel downwards. So what I'm hoping, inside here turns into steam, it starts cooling down, it's condensating, comes down, then it's gonna start dripping into this bottle. All right, this is actually working like a dream right now. So this has been boiling for about 10 minutes. And you can actually see inside here, this bit of bamboo is dripping water. So I'm not too sure how much we've got in here. It's only been on for like 10 minutes, but you can see a little drip of water on the end of that bit of bamboo there. It's dripping. It's actually working. So I might make up one or two more see if we can collect more, but there's 100% that's dripping, which is epic, man. It's actually working. And Old Love behind me, I think she's got a little bit of bush tucker.
It's only one guy.
Spider conch.
Big one.
That's epic. There's a beautiful eating. There's only one?
Yeah, I can't believe it.
She went all the way out the back there, swam all the way along that line, and she only found one.
But there is many sea urchins.
Is there?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go have a feed on sea urchins, huh?
I think we will have to.
I'm very happy that this is working, but...
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's working properly. It's actually dripping into the bottle here. Sick.
I'm so thirsty.
Same, I'm dying for a drink.
Turn the salt water.
Alright, we're leaving base camp. We are going on a mission to go find coconuts and food. We found one little baby coconut just there on the beach. I've got the fishing rod. So luckily for this challenge, I said to Maki, you're allowed to bring 3 things. It was a fishing rod, a mask, and a knife. So I'm gonna see if I can put this fishing rod to the test, see if we can get a fish. I've only brought one lure, so it's this little minnow. Hopefully we can get something on this minnow. Chuck it on the fire. We are making water right now back there at camp, so hopefully we can come back and have a drink because I am thirsty as a dog. You?
Yeah.
It's so uncomfortable out here doing this kind of challenges, but it's kind of rewarding at the end of the day when you make water. Even if you just find coconuts, it's just a nice reward. All right, so we've just taken a little bit of an inland track. We're getting absolutely smoked by mosquitoes right now, but here is an edible leaf. This is actually a papaya tree. So sometimes when it gets a little bit bigger, this will have a big papaya fruit on it, but you can boil that leaf up as well. You can eat that leaf. Doesn't taste the best, but that's definitely a food source there. There's another papaya tree there. So somehow there are papayas around here. That'll be lovely to find one. How sick's this jungle? Feels like we're in bloody Jumanji right now. It's epic. All right, we are absolutely struggling to find coconuts. There is one washed up here on the beach. I don't know if he's going to be any good or not. But we'll give it a red hot crack. Maybe, maybe not. Usually when they're like this, they're not too good, but we'll give it a shot. So hard, man. I just want to drink it.
Can I hold it somehow for you? You got him.
So close. Jeez. Tell you what, these little coconuts are made tough around here. Look how big it is.
So funny. But there is some more in it.
There we go, there's a little baby one. And, can you hear that? That's water. Yeah, that's a better way to open it. All right, so this way that I open this one's a little bit better. You can sometimes, this is what they call the face. It's 3 holes, and if you go knock, 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 you'll get a nice, pure little, beautiful hole. So look at that liquid in there. It's not much, but it'll do. Here, you can go first. How good is that to wet your mouth?
That's so delicious.
Here we go, cheers doggies. This is gonna be good.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that is really good. I don't want that to end. Look how small it is.
It's like a perfect glass too.
Oh, it's so good, man. Oh, smell that. Woo! Have a sniff of that thing, would ya? That is so off. Smells like a dead dog. There is no way in the world we are drinking or eating this thing. That's generally what happens when they float around in the ocean for too long. They become, whew, they smell like that. All right, we're gonna keep this little fella here because that's got some beautiful white meat inside. And we'll just keep walking around, trying to find some sort of beautiful bush tucker, something more to drink. I don't know, let's keep exploring. We didn't find much, and I've got a fish on here. I don't even care what this is, it's food. That is food right there. Alright, we've got a couple of coconuts, now we've got a fish for the fire. That's
And
killer.
we have the spider Kong I found.
Oh yeah, we've got a spider. Go! Alright, I nearly got a hook in my finger, but there is a beautiful little fish. It's some kind of little reef wrasse. That is going straight on the fire. That's going to be well enjoyed. We need to get a couple more of these little bad boys. We actually have a couple more coconuts which we've gathered on our walk, so could be a little afternoon feast, a little bit of an afternoon hydration session, but a couple more of them. That's going to be epic for the fire. Oh! Is this round 2 for the menu? I don't know what we've got here, but we've got another fish. Possibly a long tom. Swimming like a long tom. No, it's not a long tom, it's another wrasse. Get him up, get him up. Well, that one's a little bit bigger. There we go, there's another beautiful one of the same fish as before. This one's actually a little bit bigger, so then we now have a fish each. Oh, we're putting a little bit of a menu together here. This is good. All right, we're returning back to camp after our walk. We've got 2 beautiful fish to chuck on the grill this afternoon. They're going to be absolutely delicious. Vicious little fish. All right, so this is lucky what I did here. We've made a little bit of a marina wall to save our fire because there is no beaches on this island really. It's pretty much comes up, jungle enters the ocean. Right now, obviously the tide's coming in. But this little marina that we've built here has saved our fire. We probably should have stayed here to keep stocking that up with wood, but 1 bottle's good. Look at this, another broken bottle. So that one's obviously cracked in the heat as well. It's so strange, man. That was boiling, it had boiling water in it and now it's broken, so. But the bottle that I'm most interested about is this one. We've got a little bit of salt water in there. Absolutely bugger all. And this is what it's all about down here. This look at that. That's not a lot of water at all, but that is fresh drinking water in the bottom of that there. So what I'll probably do now, I'll chuck on a mask, I'm gonna jump out there, see if we can get a little bit more food. We're gonna start a secondary fire up on the bank a little bit higher. We're gonna make a little bamboo wood grill or some kind of a grill, cook these fish, cook that beautiful crustacean which Mucky got. I'll go out there, I'll see if I can get a little bit more food. And we'll both share this little bit of water that we've sourced, have a little bit of a cook up and see where this afternoon takes us. But it's bloody hard work out here, I'm not gonna lie. Nothing goes to plan, ever. We do have 2 fish, 1 sea conch and a little bit of fresh water and a few coconuts here. So we're not gonna die, but we're getting through. All right, just come back in from that quick little power swim. We got 1 sea urchin. We got 2 absolutely beautiful spider conch here. They're gonna taste amazing. And Mucky has actually started up the secondary fire. So we've got our cooking fire here. That's epic. There's those other coconuts we found. Couple of spider conch, big sea urchin. We're gonna have one hell of a feed. And that should be one hell of a sunset. That's gonna be a banger. Look at that. All right, we've just come into the mozzie forest because what we want is we want a couple of green sticks. What we're gonna do, we're gonna make a little bit of a bush grill, but you need green sticks to do that. So these are perfect. Anything around that size, it's gonna make the perfect bush grill. Probably about 9 to 10 of these sticks, it'll be perfect. All right, so this is pretty much the perfect cooking coals. So we're just gonna chuck these sticks on. These are green sticks. We just dunked them in the water, and the reason that you use the green stick is that it doesn't burn as fast as the fish does. So it's just a quick little grill system. Pretty much make this anywhere in the bush, and it's super effective. So here's those beautiful fish we got. They're going to go straight on. 1, 2. They're going to be slowly cooked like that. Give that about 5 minutes, and we're going to chuck a spider conch up here. This is going to be epic. Punching out a lot of heat. We've still got a beautiful sea urchin to eat, and a banging sunset to come. What have we got? We've got 3 of these, hey?
Yeah, there's one more.
Look at that. That's a monster. That's going to be beautiful to eat. All right, it's time to put these scrumptious little treats on the fire. So all you do with these bad boys is you just chuck them in the coals, facing upwards. Get them right in there. That's epic. So these fish are probably ready to turn. Oh, look at this. How good is this looking? If you guys have been following our adventures around these islands, you would have seen us eating a lot of these spider conch, and that's because they pretty much own the islands around here. They are absolutely everywhere out there, and they are a beautiful eating shellfish. So that's why we keep eating them, we keep cooking them on the fire, because it's one of our favorite. A little bit of that, a little bit of this fish. It's been an epic day so far. So we've just cracked open this sea urchin for a little bit of a starter before the main course, and it is full of these delicious little treats. So this is what you eat. It's a beautiful, it looks like a little bit of snot, it probably looks like a leech to be honest, but it tastes absolutely beautiful. It's like a very creamy, tasty, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Here, get one of these into you. Here we go. Such a nice little treat.
That's really yum.
Like it? They're pretty good.
It's soft and creamy.
Yeah, it's
and
very
really salty.
Very creamy, salty flavour, but that's what it looks like there. Beautiful eating. Epic little starter. There it is, the little starter. Little leeches. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, let's go check on this fish because it's probably actually done. Oh, look at it. It's looking real good. So both of these spider conch are nearly done. I reckon the fish are done as well. Alright, let's dig into this water. Are you ready?
Let's try it.
There is not much, but this little system, it did work, but look, it didn't work as good as I thought it would. But hey, this is what it's all about. I just like to come out here and experiment things, and this was just a pure experiment. Like, I've never seen it done, but it did work. It actually worked. I'm not going to say quite well because this is how much water we got. That's a fair bit of water though, actually. Look at that. That is how much water we generated from the steam out of that. That's one whole entire bottle of salt water. There's a little bit of grit and stuff in there, but I'm happy with that. So there it is. All the water we generated, it's actually not one day. It's probably actually about half a day. So if you were here stranded on this island, you could 100% generate enough water doing that. If you started 6 or 7, 10 fires, all doing this system, it would work. You would be able to survive on this island. But here we go, ladies first. It's good, it's gonna be good. It's the first real liquid we've had all day, except for coconuts. How's that little sip? That's a joke, isn't it? There's not a lot in there, but we did it. It's good, eh?
I prefer the coconut water.
Yeah, the coconut water. We still have 2 coconuts down here, so we're gonna bust them open. This is done. That's done for sure. Get him off. Ay, 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 ay. All right, both of those are done. And it looks like these fish are done, so it's tucker time. Yeah, they're done. Oh man, look at it.
So hungry.
Here we go. Oh, this is gonna be so good. There we go. So look at this. This is the big chunk of meat you get out of these. Still steaming. Have a go at that. Oh, you got to clean the guts. There is a little bit of guts in these. like everything, it has a claw here. You got to get rid of this claw thing. But that there is absolutely beautiful eating, and that's actually quite a big one. Right, so here's one of the little fish that we got. Look at this thing. It's still steaming. Beautiful white meat. So we're just gonna have a quick little feed before that sun sets. It's absolutely racing down right now. Here's your fish. Here's a little bit of spider conch. Look at that, you get a fair bit of meat out of them. Cheers. Oh man, that's so good. Yum? I'm gonna dig into this one. Look at that, cooked to absolute bloody perfection. So, what we're gonna do right now, mate, we're gonna smash this food. We've got still one of these to open, one fish to eat. Share that little bit of fish probably. Drink our coconuts, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna jump back on a boat. We are out of here. So we've just been jumping around a chain of islands. Today is our very, very last day of doing it. We've had a hell time. We wanted to come here and do a proper survival video, like stay for a couple of nights, but unfortunately time got away from us. So we've just done this one day. It's been a fun day, but if you did the methods that we did in this video, you could 100% survive on this island. Like, we made fresh water, we found coconuts, and it was pretty easy to find food. So I think we did mission complete. Good job. Have a look at this banger sunset behind me. You're about to see the very, very last snippet of the sun right now. Look at this. Look at that, there she goes. Beautiful, what an epic day. All right, doggies, that is it from us. Thank you for watching. If you are on one of these islands, you can most definitely get fresh water from salt water using that method. It's not a lot, but it would keep you alive for sure. So that's all we come here for, a little bit of fun. Thanks for watching, much love, and we'll see you in the next video.
See ya.
Ow! Ah. What the f? It's like the most psycho fish ever. Oh, what the?
Hold on.
Oh
Hold
my
on to it.
God, it's so sharp.